Welcome back. Let's head inside and talk to Asterian's family. I'm second guessing the Icarus gloves. Didn't know they had a save. Let's go back to our gloves of dexterity. They're giving us a little extra damage and much more to hit. Before we want to talk to Asterian's family, we'll make sure that he's not got the Blood of Lathander equipped. This creates light around him, and that light counts as sunlight, so it'll cause the vampire spawn to bug out immediately. There's a vendor right here, not super clear.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temper. Let me show you.
So let's see what we got. Elixir of Bloodlust is pretty good. We'll probably pick that up. Remedial potion. Do we have very many of these? We've got already. Yeah, I'm not seeing any. We'll get one.
Pleasure doing business.
And we'll head to the stairs and then up the stairs. And we'll talk to Dalaria.
We should go.
Soon, sister.
We have enough for the master.
It's not for the master, it's for... I want someone there, ready.
Cazador promised you your freedom. And you believed him. You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras.
Astarion!
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, Dal.
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
And we'll just let him do the talking.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He heard about the ritual and the pub.
You always were an idiot. Where is he hiding?
Brother! Please!
And we're not going to say anything. We don't mind what he's doing.
Tell me what I need to know. Or
The master is preparing the Black Mass.
What the hell's happened to you, Astar?
I'm more than what I was. The sun can't harm me. Now go.
This isn't over,
Poor fools. They actually think Cazador will save them.
Well, we'll say that we're going to warn him.
Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear. They're no threat to us. Worst of all, they don't know their fate. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster. 7 sigils on 7 spawn.
Yeah, we'll point out that that's him, not us.
Well, yes, technically, only I will ascend and gain the ritual. But we're a team. If we are a team, aren't we?
We're a team.
You are. I knew I was. And now we know he's skulking. All right, let's go.
And rather than run back through, we'll just hop back to the South Span waypoint. And we'll head up.
My pleasure.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of space.
So this back ledge door is not locked. And we don't need to do anything special to get inside. So we just fly in. And we get a look at the murder hit list. We can see the plans for the temple.
Shapeshifter's locations, Father Lorgan's name. The killer was here.
A clue to what the killer is dressed in. We find a set of scarlet leather armor. So we could be on the lookout for someone that's wearing that. And it's, that clue's a little bit weak. I mean, why would all of his armor be the same color? I don't know.
There's blood near the bed.
Well, we'll pick up the scrolls. We can read this note. It says he needs 2 more hands. We take a look at the blood. I find it shocking. You can see this chain and blood, and like you have to make an investigation check to figure out that you need to pull it out. Seems relatively obvious.
Body.
And we pull out this dwarven librarian prostitute.
Back in the tunnels bore one just like it.
Right. And it's, I think, the key to this door.
That key from the shapeshifter. Looks like it fits right here.
So, and we'll just warp back out. That's all we needed to do in there. We'll skip Sharessa's caress for right now. We could fill in Inspector Valeria on what we've done. And we could follow up with Raphael. We don't have Lozelle on the party. So maybe we'll talk to the Inspector. Alright, so this is where we pick up Jaheira's quest. We'll swap her out for Asterion, I think. And we've not had her in the party before now, so probably have to level her up real quick, and maybe we'll spend the tadpole points before we do that. We've got a whole new ring of those. So with Gale, what are we interested in? Lowering armor class, expertise and persuasion. Picking up psychic dominance isn't bad, so it's an extra counter spell. Displace and black hole. Gale can use illithid powers as a bonus action, so black hole's very good for him. And we'll pick up free cast. So we used quite a few powers for Gale. For Karlach, I think we're interested in ability drain. And in theory, we might pick up psionic dominance. Let's take a look at what everybody else is looking at. She also has more bonus action attacks than normal, so a standard action to cast black hole is not terrible for her.
Keep your distance, darling.
We pick up Luck of the Far Realms. And I think maybe for Shadowheart we'll pick up Psionic Dominance as well. So, to get something to use on reactions. Jaheira doesn't have a Squid, so she can't use the Illithid powers.
So Bal's chosen. Orin is test good.
And
If we squint with suspicion. The last time I... But Orin... You tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had... You'll need to free up your ranks a little first.
we'll have her swap out for the other druid. And yeah, so she's still a level 1. To speed up leveling, we're not going to give her a different build, but we will make her a Circle of the Moon druid because it's the fastest of them to level. We'll just take Tavern Brawler and Resilient Constitution probably. So Tavern Brawler will help her with her shapeshifting. We'll add to Con for more hit points. And then we'll take Resilient Constitution to get even more hit points and allow her to maybe keep her spells going if she gets attacked. Pick up another cantrip. We'll take Resistance. We'll take Produce Flame. Maybe she'll cast that. Alright, and we'll drop back out. Since she wasn't in the party before, she doesn't have anywhere else to be, she's gonna pop in right where we're at.
She has the most fabulous sandal. It's perfect for a shadow.
Invented the steel watch?
I would. This armor was
No. He merely offered
Wouldn't mind a dancing axe of my own.
This armor was evolved.
movement charm wouldn't be too hard to apply to such an object. I could conjure one up for you if you like.
Welcome to Danthilon's dancing.
Very well then.
Our
Once the
stock is
city is
huge.
saved, Karlach's kinetic
Try
cleaver
and
will
test
be
it
first
for
on
the finest adventurers.
So we'll talk to Intharl here.
Greetings,
Oh, you can turn off the charm, Entharl.
blueberries. Thought I had it
I missed you too.
down below. Here's the key.
And if we ask about trade, it might upset Jaheira, who's in a hurry, but if we just click the trade button, she doesn't get upset with us. Pick up the Elixir of Battle Mage's Power. Don't need Oil of Bane, probably not. Additional level 4 slot, I'll take it. See, a couple of Arrows of Dragon Slaying. Probably don't need as many as we already have. A couple of Arrows of Fiend Slaying. We'll be fighting some fiends. Monstrosity. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be running into too many beasts. And undead. So we'll buy all the arrows and the Cloak of Displacement. One of the better items in the game. It basically gives your opponents disadvantage on attack rolls until they hit you. And we've got so much stuff we could get rid of to fund this. Let's sell him some paintings that we picked up. And then we'll just leave. We've got the key.
You're on the door till our friends are done. God's forbid we do any business today.
And we'll just head to this ladder. You see there's a couple other ways into this room. We want to make sure to get everybody down to the main floor here before we initiate conversation. Just kind of let everybody climb in. It's okay that we are not fully equipping Jaheira. It won't matter, probably, for this fight. We do have a test, an insight test, I think,
Ready and waiting.
with
Well,
Gale
only waiting.
to figure out if we can understand Jaheira or not when she's meeting these. So we'll put guidance on Gale just to give him a slightly better chance at that.
Yes.
Hi, Harper. May
And this
Selûne's
guy's
tears
trying to use this code.
this meeting.
A very formal greeting, Geraldus.
Yes. Hi, Harper. The lad's a little nervous, Jaheira. We heard.
I understand, Geraldus. And you, Harper. Doesn't she remind you?
Jaheira's meaning is clear. Marcus was a traitor laying a trap.
So if we detect it, we get the option of just waiting for her signal.
The problem with Mark.
And if we do, we surprise
We
them.
didn't end on the best of.
So with a surprise round on top of this, it's pretty hard to lose this fight. All right. We'll take a shot. just work our way back around, I think. Tempted to switch back to the strange conduit ring as well. So with Karlach in the mix, we can get closer and do a little additional damage. This guy doesn't understand about focusing the pain. He could have taken that one out almost. Oh, look at that. They're doppelgangers.
Let me recite their demise.
And down to 2. Let's see how much movement we've got with Karlach. So 1 hit, 2 hits, and it's already down. Third hit, but we're out of key, so we can only use a bonus action attack with our crossbow. Probably should have turned sharpshooter off for that.
This is the easy part.
And we could drop a spell if we wanted to.
Oakfather, ease my way.
See if she's in Thorn Whip range. Not too far away to hit. And we will turn off sharpshooter for this.
Orin isn't the only shapeshifter we need to be wary of. How many doppelgangers has she called to Baal's bloody purpose?
Mahler's mark. How many more Harper's dead?
So we'll follow up with Jaheira.
Orin knows that. Until we know who the false facers are, we cannot trust anyone beyond ourselves. Tell me.
Minsk is a name you've come across more than once in your studies. A fabled hero.
Larger than the legend, I assure. Minsk is an old friend, and the last time I saw him, I left. There always is. Before we ever heard of this, what we found, we might have ended it there. Cut off it. It was chaos. I had a choice. Stay and let word of this cult die with us, or leave him and live to and would again. The world takes much from infection, but it has not been yours. With your help, perhaps it need not be Minsk's either.
She's found our weakness. She's got an ambition to go do something, so we're in.
As simply as that? Oh, the point is moot without a mean. I have a better idea of what that is.
And then we'll follow up with the Harper.
Did I?
Seluna's tears. An old code, Harper. But
We had eyes on...
they were tracking.
And then...
Sw
Everything. They struck the same night. He said...
I'm sure it felt that way, Geraldo. There is always a choice.
Go, Jaheira!
You've scarcely signed up, boy. And there is a war coming.
Yeah, so our Gale, who's all about personal goals and ambitions, is going to inform her that she can't turn off his ambitions and goals.
I want to fight.
Death is death. Exactly. Not when this mess is of my make. And if not for you, and I owe you an apology. First, Geraldos. Yes?
And that is that. We can take a look and see there's a couple chests in here. Some scrolls. A fire arrow. a note to read. Right, so the Chosen would like to string a harp with her hair. So this is a note about these doppelgangers working for Orin.
Most excellent.
There's a heavy chest back here. Super easy to miss. And another one up here. We broke the stairs, but it matters not. So we'll grab that. And there's also another chest, I think. Yeah, over here. So let's see if we can't get to that. Not much in there. And last but not least, we will visit with Stylen a Horst, one of the best alchemists in the game.
Someone who appreciates the... Stop! Now you've just sampled some of Baldur's Gate. Aren't they just? What can I do for you, sir? I must... The wood paneling cost a fortune. Everything alchemical from potions to...
So one of the best potion vendors that we can find. He's got a wide selection of stuff. Oil of combustion. We've got some, yeah, still. Definitely don't need potions of flying anymore. Potions of speed. We have some room for maybe another remedial potion. Level 3 spell slot. Maybe. He'll often have giant strength potions as well. Doesn't look like it right now, but we might come back to him. He's also a smoke powder bomb vendor, so if we were playing that kind of game, we could come back and get those here as well.
Be sure.
All right, let's got our group together. We'll jump back to the Worms Crossing waypoint. And I think we'll swap Jaheira out for Astarion again. Maybe we'll, you know what? We won't. Let's show off the Moon Druid a little bit for this next combat. Alright, so before we go there, we can follow up with the Inspector. Run past Corilla, we don't really know her.
Welcome to the escape route and oasis. I assumed your lot's antics would have secured you the love of the masses.
Harper does not go in for public acclaim.
Another case. Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yan. Why must you be... You remind me of Devella. A Baal plot. Devella's been harping on about... I assumed it was just a bunch of... Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? Constable Devella is going to be a real... Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? Oh, and you'll... Well?
So we complete the Solve the Open Hand Murders quest. I think it's probably faster to just jump to the waypoint and run south. Okay, so we'll head, I beg your pardon, north. We'll head north to the bridge. And the next potential combat we've got.
Let's go to Khan's Gardens. It has the most fabulous sendal.
So, similar fight to last time. We've got some Flaming Fist and 3 Still Watchers.
Last Mother Superior.
Time shall tell. At the very least, I can learn from her mistakes.
Let's go ahead and climb up this ladder here. We could approach, but they're not hostile yet. So we'll get positioned up here, probably end the video, and then we'll do this combat in the next one, and get ready to take on Worms Rock Fortress. I'd originally thought of allying with Gortash, but I think maybe we'll fulfill Karlach's ambition and deal with him when we meet him. As always, really appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.